Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Welcome back to How Farms Work. So we are down at the British farm, Travis's place, and I am picking rocks while they are getting parts for the planter, and they're going to be putting the planter back together. In the meantime, I'm running around with the 330G John Deere, and I've got the grapple bucket on, which is like a hybrid between a grapple bucket and a rock bucket. So it's got tines, and since it's dry out, I just got my first bucket full, and it's working really, really well to go around and just pick out all these rocks that I'd stirred up with the VT. So to save parts on the planter, we're going around just rock picking this morning. I'm going to try to get as much picked as I can. I just got my first load just on the way back here. There's a big rock up along one of these waterways that I want to try to find too. I don't think I'll be able to pick it with the skid steer. From what I can see from it, it's way too big for even the skid steer to handle. I can only see the top of it, but I know just by looking at it that it gets really large underneath the ground. So I just want to know where that's at so I can let Travis know, so he's careful around it with the planter going over it. It's got a smooth round top over it, so you can tell that it's gotten hit over time, but if we could eventually get that out of there, that'd be great. So I got the first load. Since it's only me, I'm just going to be coming down here and dumping rocks into this ravine to get them off the field. Shouldn't be too difficult of a day. I'm completely done VTing, so Dad's going to be helping Travis get the planter back up and running. And in the meantime, I'm going to be picking rocks. And then once I'm done with this, I'll help Dad move stuff around, because the intention is to get done with planting here ASAP. We've got like 4 or 5 farms left, and Travis said he intends to run all night again. So hopefully we can get done with planting sooner than later. It's kind of getting down to crunch time, and the weather's been cooperative, at least. I can't really say much about the weather now. It straightened out the early part of this month, and we've had good running since about the 10th. So let's go around, keep rock picking. Let's see what kind of rocks we can get. Since it's dry out, this bucket is working really well to sort the rocks off from the soil. Yeah, you can see I got a little bit mixed in there, but for the most part, you go around and you dig into the ground, you do pick up soil, and you can just shake it out. So it's looking pretty good. I guess it doesn't work great for that, huh? That's a nice one. Nice and clean. Pretty sure this might be the big one. No, that's not coming out of there. Well, that's terrifying. That's a huge freaking rock. Whew. It moved like all of the dirt around it. Wow. I don't know if I'm gonna get that one out. Do you guys see this? It's a freaking boulder. That's a freaking boulder! Jeez. Well, I'm pretty well committed. I gotta get that thing out now. Holy crap! What is that rock? Huh. I gotta hand it to Vernick. That rock bucket can take everything that the skid steers throw at it. I'm not even joking. At this point, I'm not even sure if the skid loader can pick that up. I'm gonna just try to get it over. Where's the nearest ditch? Probably back where I was. That's 2 waterways away. But that is the biggest rock I have ever seen in one of our fields. You can tell that this one's been getting hit for a while, just by looking at the scratch marks on it. Let's try to get this thing out of here and into the ditch where it's no longer our problem. That's going to leave a giant hole. feel better. I just had to get it closer to the center of the 330G center of mass. Holy crap. This is going to be a nice slow trip over to the ditch. I've got a special place for this one. That one deserved to go in its own separate hole. I put it in a sinkhole up here on top of the hill. That way, if someone does ever come through and does any bulldozing in that hole, it'll work itself deep enough to where it shouldn't have to be anybody's problem again for at least a very long time. So they just got back. They got the planter up and running. Travis is making his first lap around the bottom of this field that I've been working on. So I might go along and skim for a few more rocks, but that should be pretty much it for rock picking. I got 2 bucketfuls plus, well, 4 total if you want to include that big one, but that's a pretty good day. I'm sure we've broken a few chisel plow shanks on that one. It just occurred to me that the skid loader sounds like Chewbacca from Star Wars when it's under pressure, and I can't unhear it now that I thought of that. I just took the 7600 down and hooked it up to the fertilizer buggy. Dad and I are up here now. We are going to load up the rest of the seed because the intention is to finish planting within like the next 24 hours. So we're going to load up everything that's here onto the trailer so that way it's there. We don't need to come back and load it up in the middle of the night. And what we have is what we have. We just finished down at British, so all of Dad's corn is in. That leaves Travis a field of mine and 2 fields of Travis's, which one is like 100 acres, I think, and the other one of his is 50. And I've got 36 acres, roughly, of corn to go in. I'm gonna meet Hannah at the farm. I've got the fertilizer tank behind the 76. Well, we need fertilizer sooner than later, so I'm gonna take my truck to Mineral Point, load up on fertilizer for tonight, and hopefully be back before Travis runs out, which isn't looking very good considering the max speed on this cart is like 20 miles an hour. But to get to Mineral Point from here, going the speed limit is usually about a 45-minute drive, so hopefully we can make it back relatively quick. If you look closely, you might be able to row the soybeans over here. It's kind of difficult with the sun. They're just starting to pop up. All right.
You'll get me learned up. Ready?
just got the fertilizer buggy and heading to the field now. This one's a little tricky to get into, which is why we switched to the 76 instead of just taking it there directly with the truck. But we've got, this farm is probably around 100 acres plus another 100 of Travis's. So we've got 200 acres to plant. They are calling for rain, I don't believe tomorrow, but they are, well, there's a chance of showers tomorrow afternoon, and they're calling for rain the following day for sure. So we're hoping to get all this in before it rains, and that should give the crops a nice start. Then we can say that we're done with planting. It's now 3 a.m. Dad and I came back to the farm to load up the rest of the corn seed. Travis just started on that field of mine, so that's roughly 35 acres or so, and then another 100, so 130 acres left. Should be able to get that done today. I think, I honestly don't know when we're gonna get it done, but we're loading up on the rest of the seed right now. Today was a very productive day, but we're trying to get everything in the ground as soon as possible, just because it's getting later in May, and for the length day varieties that we have, the sooner the better for when you get them planted. There's 12 acres on a farm that we picked up this year, and I decided to leave the hay that was on it in it, and that's why we've got extra bags of corn seed here that's going to go back to Nutrien.
In the garage yet. It's got some shrink wrap and cardboard on top.
Okay. Sun's coming up now. This vert tank is empty, and we've got just under 100 acres left to go. There is rain behind me. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to keep us out of the field yet or not, but we ran all night, and we're down to the last field. So we need more fertilizer. We need to go pick up, I think, like 350 gallons worth. So I'm taking the 76 back to the farm. I'm gonna swap it out with my truck, go to Mineral Point, get another fertilizer tank, and come back down, and that should be all that we have left now that we need for fertilizer. It's been a long day. I have got some serious deja vu right now. Can't quite put my finger on it. We've got our load of fertilizer. Now I'm just trying to find the field. This is the last farm that's getting planted this year, and I don't know exactly how to get there.
Well, is this stuff all coming off too? Yeah, well, some of that's that John Deere stuff that we kept on. That's good. It should be a brand new planter. And to be honest with you, I'm done with finger pickups. Just because of switching from seed to seed. I lost a bunch of time over there too, trying to adjust the brushes and knees, trying to get my singulation down. Messed with it for 15 minutes and finally decided it was better off back to the setting I was at to begin with.
Now, planting can be a difficult time of the year for filming videos, so I felt the need to split this video up into multiple parts. And if you guys are interested in checking out the next part of this video, it'll be up here on the end screen when it's available. So be sure to check back for that video, or go check it out now if it is up. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All How Farms Work. And with that, I'll see you next time.